Hey, what's up, y'all? Grand Rising is new Heru. Peace, love, and light. Everybody out there, y'all already know what it is. Yeah. This is part 3, reading from Karen Fraser's book, Crystals for Beginners. I'm gonna just get right into it. I ain't gonna waste no time because I got some things I need to handle today. So I'm gonna just get right into it, y'all. Where we left off. Choose by crystal system. Each crystal is part of a different crystal system with certain properties. The crystal system included hexagonal crystals, which manifest, isometric crystals, which improve situations and amplify energies, monoclinic crystals, which protect and safeguard, orthorhombic crystals, which cleanse, clear, unblock, and release, and tetragonal crystals, which attract. The sacred geometry of cut stones. You can find crystals cut into many different shapes, including spheres and polyhedrons, which have varying properties. Working with stones cut into these shapes will impart the properties of both the crystal and the sacred shape. Dodecahedron. The dodecahedron is associated with the element of the ethers and connects you to the intuition and higher realms. Hexahedron. The hexahedron or cube represents the element of earth. It is grounding and stable. Icosahedron is linked to the element of water. It connects you to change and flow. Merkaba. The Merkaba is a 3D star. It contains all 5 of the above polyhedrons within it and therefore combines all the effects of each. It is also associated with the energy of sacred truth and eternal wisdom. Octahedron. The octahedron represents the element of air and promotes compassion, kindness, forgiveness, and love. Sphere. The sphere has the energy of completeness, wholeness, and oneness. The tetrahedron, associated with the element of fire, a tetrahedron pyramid promotes balance, stability, and the ability to create change. Triclinic crystals, which contain or ward off energies. Amorphous crystals, which have differing properties. Choose by color. The importance of color extends far beyond personal preference. Each color has its own vibrational energies with associated healing properties. We'll discuss the various properties of color in the next chapter. However, by choosing a crystal of the crystal system that has the properties you'd like it to display along with the healing principles of the color, you can select crystals quite specifically for certain conditions. Choose by how they make you feel. I choose crystals by intuition. Whenever possible, I hold them in my hand and notice how they make me feel. I note whether they make me feel comfortable or uncomfortable, if they feel heavy or like my hand, or any other sensations that arise. If I find it a pleasing sensation, I buy the crystal. If I don't, I leave it. That's not to say that once a crystal has given you an unpleasant sensation, you should never revisit that type of crystal. As your needs change, so will the crystals that resonate with you. Pay attention to any attraction you feel toward crystals apart from how they look. And if one calls to you, trust it is a crystal that is choosing you. Pairing crystals. Like wine and food, some crystals pair well to make them better than the sum of their parts. Crystals that pair well have complementary energies that can really help focus energy. For example, the energy of any crystal is amplified when paired with clear quartz. Here are some other pairings that work well. Smoky quartz and Apache tears. A type of obsidian is a powerful combination for people who are grieving. Apache tears help you process grief, while smoky quartz transmutes negative energy to positive. Amethyst and labradorite can help you have a more restful night's sleep. Amethyst is excellent for insomnia, while labradorite calms nightmares and promotes good dreams. Citrine and black tourmaline can help you in prosperity. Citrine is a stone of prosperity, while black tourmaline is grounding and also blocks negative energy, which can help remove thoughts that prevent prosperity. Rose quartz and ruby or garnet is an excellent pairing for relationships. Rose quartz supports any and all kinds of love, and as do rubies and garnets. However, rubies and garnets are also grounding, so they can keep you grounded while you're experiencing love and keep you from losing yourself in love. Black tourmaline and clear quartz. My bad, y'all. My bad. Black tourmaline and clear quartz. Balance masculine and feminine energies and can help facilitate the free flow of balanced energy. Okay, cave of crystals. If you're looking for the largest crystals on the planet, you'll find them in the Cueva de los Cristales Cave of Crystals in Chihuahua, Mexico. The giant crystal-filled cave is home to enormous selenite, gypsum, crystals, and was discovered in 2000 when two brothers were drilling in the Naka mine about 1,000 feet below the ground. The Cave of Crystals houses huge luminescent crystals rising from floor to ceiling in the main cavern. This one-of-a-kind cave has crystals more than 30 feet long, with the largest being 39 feet long and 13 feet in diameter and weighing around 55 tons. The crystals have grown to be the largest in the world due to the combination of heat and humidity. The air temperature gets up to 138 degrees Fahrenheit with 99% humidity. 7 tips for crystal shopping. For me, crystal shopping is a destination activity. I make a day of it, and I love poking through shops and finding crystals that appeal to me. Here are my top tips for buying crystals in person. 1. Grounding yourself before you go. Grounding yourself before you go. Many people find that the energy in crystal shops can feel disorienting. Many people find that the energy in crystal shops can feel disorienting. Before you enter the crystal shop, close your eyes and visualize roots growing from your feet into the earth. If you feel lightheaded while in the shop, pick up a black stone and hold it until the feeling ceases. 2. Ask questions. If you go to a gem show or a gem fair or a shop that specializes in crystals, chances are there are experts available to help you find the right crystal. Most of them love it when you ask questions, and it's a great way to educate yourself. Make use of the valuable resource. Go where you are drawn. Pay attention, and if you feel drawn to a certain location within the shop, go there. Then see which crystal draws you. It's a great way to bring the intuitive process into your crystal shopping. 4. Touch the crystals. When in a crystal shop, always hold crystals before you buy them to see how they make you feel. If the shop won't allow you to touch or hold crystals before buying, find a different place to shop. Number 5, check a seller's reputation. Do a little research before you buy. For brick and mortar stores, check sites like Yelp or ask for recommendations online. Check the seller's reputation by reading the reviews. You always want to, check out, what you're buying, the product. You want to check out to see if the person's, selling good product. That's with anything you do. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you're in the street and, you go get you some green or something, you ain't just finna just take it without, You ain't finna get your shit from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't trust them. So that's the same here. You know what I'm saying? I remember early in my journey, I bought some jewelry or some bracelets or something, some lava stones, and I got them. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing, just in a rush to buy some shit, I had bought probably like maybe 5 or 6 different bracelets, and they were just not good quality. Uh, they broke, you know what I'm saying, easily, or they changed color and shit while I was, fucking in a shower or some shit. So, you just want to make sure you're getting good product always, you know what I'm saying? Okay, when in a crystal shop, I always hold crystal before you just, okay, don't just buy the first thing you see. When surrounded by shiny objects, it's easy to get overwhelmed or overly excited and grab the first pretty, sparkling thing that catches your eye. I get it. Shop around. This is especially true at gem and mineral shows. Compare prices from vendor to vendor to find the best price for the crystal that most appeals to you. 7. Don't be connected by trademarked crystals. Don't be conned, my bad. Yeah, don't be conned by trademarked crystals. I looked at it wrong. If you don't recognize a crystal name, ask the vendor if it's trademarked. If it is, seek the generic version. Look it up online or on your smartphone to get more information about it. You can also use a smartphone app to learn whether it's a trademark crystal or a less expensive generic version. Search healing crystals in an app store. Chapter 3. Using crystals for healing. You are more than a body. You are also a mind, emotions, and have a spiritual aspect some people call their higher self or soul. Energy flows between these 3 aspects of you. To be truly healthy in every day, it is essential to attend to all 3 aspects. Health in your body, mind, and spirit arises from the optimal balanced energy flow in all 3 areas. For energy to be balanced, you need to remove or absorb energy where it is in excess. Increase energy where there is too little. Remove blockages where energy can't flow, and vibrate at a frequency that is aligned with optimal health of body, mind, and spirit. Crystals can adjust energy flow in all these ways to help optimize your well-being. What crystals can heal? So how exactly can a crystal heal, and what type of healing can it do? In truth, crystals don't cause healing. Rather, they vibrate with energy your body entrains with and or absorbs. And it is you who do the healing by drawing in that energy. Body. Your body is the physical aspect of you. Crystals can help balance bodily energies and bring about physical changes. These might include things such as relieving headaches, low energy and exhaustion, and similar body ailments. I've even had crystals cure a persistent sore throat. Caution: never use crystals internally, and don't substitute the use of crystals for care from a qualified healthcare provider. I gotta say that disclaimer. I gotta say that while I scratch my nose. Yeah. Anyway, we keep it real on ear.tv, you know what I'm saying, on the new Heru show. If you don't know now, you know. Okay, mind. Your mind is both physical, brain and nervous system, and non-physical, emotions, dreams, thoughts, etc. The vibration in crystals can help balance energies of the mind to bring about healing. Conditions that can be eased might include stress, emotional issues, insomnia, nightmares, anxiety, depression, grief, and lack of enthusiasm. Spirit. Your spirit is the part of you that is purely non-physical. Crystals can assist in balancing spiritual energies such as beliefs, unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion. They can also facilitate communication with your higher self, soul, or a higher power. You can, cleansing crystals. You can, just as you can entrain to the energy of a crystal can entrain to the energies around it. So anytime someone handles a crystal or it changes location, or even if it's just sitting in the emotional environment of your home, the crystal's vibrational energies may change slightly. To counteract this effect, it's important to cleanse crystals regularly. Any method will work, although I prefer sound or sage for their convenience. Leave them in moonlight. Moonlight is cleansing for crystals. Set your crystals on a windowsill or outdoors overnight. Cleanse them in a bed of quartz. If you have a large quartz geode, place smaller crystals inside the geode for 12 to 24 hours. Use sound. I have crystal singing bowls and brass singing bowls. If you have them, bring the singing bowl to ringing and then hold the crystals within the sound field. Using smoking sage. Light a sage bundle or smudge stick and allow the smoke to drift over the crystals. This is an excellent way to cleanse a bunch of crystals at once and one of my preferred methods of cleansing, salt or water cleansing. You will often see people recommending cleansing crystals in sea salt water or salt water. I don't, because salt water or salt water will damage certain crystals. You should never cleanse any raw or natural crystal in salt water or salt water. Other crystals you should never cleanse this way include amber, calcite, malachite, moonstone, opal, selenite, topaz. I had argonite in my originally in my chain that I got. It was a copper necklace with crystals on it, and man, I was mad because it melted. I left it in some water for too long, and it was the medallion piece, the centerpiece. It was a big blue argonite, man. It was beautiful. And it really made my necklace stand out, I ain't gonna lie. Man, I put it in some water for a couple of hours, came back, and the whole piece had dissolved into the water, the whole little piece of argonite. So I just replaced it with something else, something that water won't mess up when you clean it. But you never want to use to put your water in nothing, no solution. If you do anything, you want to get like some type of rag or something to wipe your copper down with. Yeah, I would suggest that. Like one of those rags they use to clean their gold teeth, or something like that. Okay, let's see where we are now. Okay, topaz, programming crystals. When working with energy, intentions play a big role. While it is not necessary to do so, you can program freshly cleansed crystals with intent if you wish to work with a specific energy. This can be especially helpful if you only have a few crystals. For example, clear quartz works with virtually every energy, but when you program it with intent, it makes the crystal even more powerful. To program a crystal, hold it in your giving dominant hand. Close your eyes and picture your intent. For example, if your intent is prosperity, repeat the affirmation, I am prosperous, as you hold your crystal. Imagine. Okay, so let me grab a crystal and show you. I'm going to just grab this rock and pretend it's a crystal. So I'm going to hold it in my right hand because this is my dominant hand. This is my giving hand. This is my strong hand. And okay, and this is how you would program it. Close your eyes and picture your intent. And repeat. I am prosperous. I am successful. I am prosperous. And you make sure that your crystal is freshly cleansed when you do this. Okay? That's how you do that. Okay. Now, you want to do that for 3 to 5 minutes to program your crystal. Yeah. Imagine your intent turning to light and traveling through your arm into your hand and into your crystal. Do this for 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Now, maintaining crystals. Crystal maintenance keeps your crystals in good physical condition and also protects their highest possible vibratory state. To maintain your crystals, cleanse them at least once a month. I recommend doing it every full moon, which can help you remember to do so. You should also cleanse after heavy use and when you first bring them home. Store them carefully. Storing them individually wrapped can keep them from getting scratched and maintain their vibrational energies. If you display crystals, dust them with a soft cloth. A soft microfiber or cotton cloth works well here, or you can use a feather style duster. Avoid any cloth that is too abrasive. So don't use no what's them little blue pads they used to use, the little scrubbing pads you use in the kitchen and shit. Don't use that. The little copper looking things. Don't use that on your crystals, man. You don't want to scratch them up. Okay, choosing a crystal to use. If your crystal collection is grown, how do you know which to use? There are several ways to choose. Ask which crystal do I need and listen for the answer. This is my preferred method because sometimes what I think needs healing isn't actually what needs healing. Asking removes any preconceived notions. Dig through the crystal properties and conditions in this book or online. Choose the crystal based on color and crystal system. Use your best knowledge to guide you to a crystal that's right in that moment. Use muscle testing. Place a crystal somewhere on you. Then with your giving dominant hand, extend your point finger and press down on it with your middle finger on the same hand, resisting with your point finger. If you hold strong, you don't need that crystal right now. If you can't hold strong, that is the crystal to work with. Go with your gut. Choose the crystal that calls to you. Practical tips for using crystals. You can use crystals in many ways. One common method is to hold them in your hand or place them on your body and meditate. But there are others as well. Of course, there are tips in the specific crystals and conditions sections of this book so you'll know how to use them. But the tips here offer additional practical suggestions for applied use. Make crystal elixirs. Set cleansed crystals in a bowl of spring water in the sunlight for 2 hours. Remove the crystal